Hello, I'm Heather.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to the podcast. It's game night, it's sibling rivalry, it's a walk down memory lane, but most importantly, it's politics free.
Guaranteed.
Welcome to the Politics Free podcast. This is a very special game break Halloween Day episode. It is a crossover episode that we are doing with the True Hauntings and Scary Stories podcast. Welcome, Kat and Cindy.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Get ready for a fun game. It's called Stupid Deaths. Here's how it works. We have a set of cards. On each card is the name of a historical figure who you may or may not have heard of, along with a description of how that person died. Or not. That's right, we have to guess if that death story is true or false. For every correct answer, a team is awarded a point. The object of the game is to score more points than the other team. Whoever does that wins the ever-coveted Gloating Rights Trophy.
Until we play again.
I like it.
Once again, the game is called Stupid Deaths. It is by University Games. Their website is universitygames.com. Link in the show notes. I could not figure out how to buy the game off of their website for some reason, so I'm also going to include a link to Amazon if you want to pick up a copy for yourself. They are not a sponsor, and the teams are Heather and Cindy against Kat and Ryan.
That's right. Going down.
Yep. Full disclosure for everyone listening on the Politics Free podcast, I have lost every single game. Heather has lost every single game. So, Cindy, you got stuck with a loser. I'm sorry, but let's see what we can do here. All right. Kat and Ryan, are you ready for your first card?
I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Excellent. Douglas Fairbanks Jr., born 1909, died 1980. The all-action hero was a heartthrob to many, despite nearly killing himself in a number of stunts performed for his films. Unfortunately, his love of oysters ultimately did him in. After eating up to 50 oysters a day, the Vibrio bacteria in them eventually caused him to die from renal failure. True or false? Discuss, if you want.
Okay, first of all, I have no idea who this guy is.
I don't either.
And dying by oyster does not sound too dumb, especially because it was from, what did you say? A bacteria?
Yes.
Or virus?
Vibrio bacteria.
That sounds legit.
We should specify we're not allowed to use our smartphones, right?
Correct. There is no Googling
That is correct.
these answers.
And
Okay.
I'm keeping my eye contact so you know my hands are up here.
Well, Kat isn't. Kat's looking down.
I'm doodling.
What is she looking at? Okay.
Doodling to help keep my concentration.
I think it's true.
All
That
right.
sounds legit.
True final answer.
All right. It is false.
Oh, snap.
Sorry, folks.
Damn.
What was that about? We're going down? What was that?
Yeah, just hold on. We're just getting warmed up.
Card number 2. Bob Marley. Tell me you've heard of Bob Marley, Ryan.
Of course.
I know who Bob Marley is.
Of course.
Good for you. All right, here we go.
And I also know how he died, so let's hear this.
Okay. Born 1945, died 1981. Bob Marley had 2 great loves in his life: reggae music and soccer. During a celebrity match against the Jamaican national team, he was hit in the temple by a soccer cleat that flew off the foot of Fabian Whitmore, causing a brain hemorrhage that killed him. True or false?
That's false.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with false.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That's my final answer. It's false.
It is false. That is correct.
Yeah, I was going to say he got shot like 5 times, still performed his show, and then went to the hospital and died.
No kidding.
Bob Marley?
Yep.
I swear I thought he died of cancer.
Look, I thought he overdosed.
Did I?
No,
I'm
I'm pretty
thinking
sure
of
it's
somebody
from-
else. I must be thinking of somebody else.
Should we Google it now?
Yes.
Ryan, Google it. Let's verify.
Let's see how dumb I am.
If he did die that way, that's freaking awesome. Like, how
I know.
macho is that?
Yeah, like I know that he got shot and still performed like that day, and I'm pretty sure that's what killed him. How did Bob Marley die? Oh, melanoma. See, I'm dumb.
Oh!
So it was cancer. Oh,
But I do know that he got shot and still performed that day.
But that wasn't the answer.
I know that for sure. But I'm glad that worked out for us.
well, I just think that Cindy and Heather team should get a bonus point for Cindy's brilliance.
Maybe
Right?
maybe a half point.
No, it's okay. We don't need any pity points. We got this.
Right?
You guys ready? Ready for your third
That's
card?
okay. I've been giving you pity points lately anyway.
Oh my gosh.
3 extras in Noah's Ark. Died 1928. 3 people died. 1 man lost a leg, and a number were injured in a scene where several hundred extras were caught in the Great Flood. Ironically, the deaths were instrumental in the introduction of film safety regulations the following year. True or false?
What year did they die?
1928.
In a film called Noah's Ark?
Correct.
I think I'm gonna. I don't know about you, Ryan, but I'm calling false on that one. I feel like film set regulations for safety protocols wouldn't have been until much later.
I agree with that. And 1908 seems... when did they start doing... Whatever. I'm going with false.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Mhm.
It is true.
Damn.
God damn it! So far,
Mhm.
the last 3
Mm-hmm.
was...
You got one of them right. You have a point so far. The Cat Ryan team has 1
false,
point.
false, true. So the next one's going to be true because we got 50-50 odds here. Go, Heather, go.
Right. So you know there's also a 50% chance of it being false then, right? Just throwing that out there.
Yes, but what I'm saying is the first 2 questions were false. The third one was true. So that means that there is a good chance that the next one will be true. If we're going on 50-50 odds here.
Ryan's trying to use some math logic.
You know, his math is better than mine. I mean, I'm going to give him that for sure. Doobie McKenzie. Born 1919. Died 1956. McKenzie played most of his professional baseball career for the Brooklyn Dodgers before he was killed by a flying baseball bat. The bat in question had slipped out of the hands of Stan Matthews, first baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies, hitting Robinson square in the temple. True or false?
I mean, it sounds true.
Definitely sounds true.
That was in 1956. Were they wearing helmets back then?
I do not know.
feel like they were.
I guess you're right. Early baseballers wore caps.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where baseball caps came from originally?
Yeah, I'm
From
sure
baseball?
that safety protocols, you should see them now. They wear all kinds of weird gear. It's crazy.
1950s, yeah.
I say true.
And see, I'm torn. I think false on that one.
Ooh, which one are you guys going to go with? Who wins? Who wins the debate?
I've been wrong on the other two, so I think we'll go with Ryan's answer on that one of true.
All right.
But I've only been right once so far, so...
And that was the time we were right.
So...
So true. Final answer?
Final answer.
Yes!
It is false.
Oh!
God
That's
damn it.
painful.
All right. Last card.
Ugh.
Fifth and final card for the Cat Ryan debacle. Let's continue. Jack Budlong, born 1913, died 1941. Bonus point if you can tell me in less than 3 seconds how old he was. 3, 2, 1. You're a loser. Let's keep going.
I can't do mental math. I need a calculator.
All right. Extra and horseman Budlong perished during the cavalry charge in the film They Died with Their Boots On. When his horse tripped, trying to avoid an injury, he tossed his sword ahead of him, only for it to land handle down, impaling the actor as he fell from his horse.
How does a sword land handle down and stick there? Enough for you to impale on it.
I was wondering the same thing, but I will say I once broke a glass, and by the time it hit the ground and I backed my foot out of the way from it smashing into my foot, it shattered and a shard of glass managed to still stab me as I backed my foot into it. So...
Yeah, but that's glass breaking into multiple pieces, not a single sword.
Yes, but what I'm saying is I knocked it off, and I saw it fall, and my reaction time was to back my foot away as it was falling towards my foot, and I got it out of the way as it smashed, and then it shot behind my foot as I was still backing it away, and I still managed to stab myself. So I'm just saying, as dumb as it sounds, I think that if he fell off his horse and his sword flew out in front of him, and he just happened to land on it as it hit the ground, it could impale him.
How sharp is a movie sword prop, though, in the 40s?
That's also a good point, though. What year was this, Heather? 1941?
It was.
Were they dumb enough to use real swords in 1941?
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? I think you have a good point there. I think it's false because it would be a prop sword.
Yeah, I'm feeling false on that one, because even if it was a broadsword or, and they wouldn't use a fencing sword, but they died with their boots on. I've heard of that movie.
It's what the movie was about, the Civil War?
It does not specify which war.
Most likely, because we wouldn't have finished the World War II by then.
But it was a cavalry charge? Did I hear cavalry charge?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so those would have been sabers, and those don't have a hilt that's going to stick in the ground. I'm calling false on that one.
Okay, I'm with you on this one. I agree, false.
Final answer?
Yes.
It's fucking true. I swear to God it's true. I'm gonna be so mad.
It is true.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. You guys is not looking
gut told me
good.
it was true.
Kat and Ryan, you scored a whopping 1 point on your round. Well done. Congrats. You know what? Okay, Cindy, all we have to do is get 2 of these right.
It's okay.
It's all
All right.
good.
Okay, swear to God, you guys are gonna get the first 2 right.
Jose Marco died 1969 in one of the grisliest accidents to ever occur on a Hollywood set. Stuntman Jose Marco, a double for Burt Reynolds, was brutally attacked and killed on camera by a real-life shark while shooting an underwater scene for the film Shark. True or false? What are you thinking, Cindy?
Hold, time out real quick, Heather.
Yeah.
Cindy has to be the one to answer these because you have the answers right in front of you.
Don't you guys always? Doesn't she always have the answers in front of her?
Look, I take this card and I put it over the bottom. I haven't even seen it. Like, I have no idea what it says down there. Okay? And that just gives you an unfair advantage. So die. Die stupidly. All right.
Sibling rivalry is the best.
You're going to be so sorry you said that to me, Heather.
Can I tell you what I'm thinking here, Cindy?
Yes, go for it.
Sharks, in general, are not known, as far as I understand, to just randomly attack people.
Yeah.
So if he was bleeding or something maybe, but it doesn't say that. But it also doesn't really give the circumstances around it. But if just to say a shark just attacked, I don't think it's I'm leaning toward false is what I'm saying.
Was Burt Reynolds in a shark movie? I'm not a big Burt Reynolds fan, so I don't know much about him except he had a sweet mustache.
Did you ever see Best Little Whorehouse in Texas with Dolly Parton?
No.
Oh, that movie's so great. It's a musical. Ryan loves musicals.
Aw, I love musicals too.
Kat, also love musicals, so I'm going to jump in on that one.
I do not like musicals.
I just threw him under the bus.
Oh, nice.
He hates musicals with a fiery passion.
Well, I love musicals.
Oh, me too. Oh my God. Can I just tell you this? So I'm flipping through Instagram and there's a post from Netflix and it was a preview for Matilda.
Mm-hmm.
And so I start watching the preview and I'm like grumbling. I'm like, remaking the classics. Ooh, it's a musical. I got super excited the minute I saw the singing and dancing. I was like, I am definitely watching Matilda when it comes out.
Nice.
Wait. They're making it a musical?
Well, it's already apparently been a Broadway musical.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. Are they making Matilda a musical?
So what I'm trying...
Is that what I heard?
Can you hear me trying to explain it to you, or what's going on? It already was...
I'm all ears, Heather.
It already was a musical for like 10 years on Broadway. They're just bringing it to the silver screen now.
Matilda? Like Roald Dahl Matilda?
Yeah.
With the superpowers Matilda?
Mm-hmm. Are you going to be okay?
Okay. I don't like it.
I'm with you, Ryan. I did not know that was a musical on Broadway already, and I feel kind of grossed out by it. Like I don't want that to be a musical.
Yeah.
But it looks so good. Watch the preview.
Yeah,
watch the preview before you judge. You don't watch the preview. Ryan, no. Kat, watch the preview. I bet it would look like it was pretty good.
All right. But the real question is, was Jose Marco actually mauled by a shark?
Yeah.
And I'm saying false. Do you concur, Cindy, or do you want to go
I'm going to
true?
go with false.
Okay. It is
Thank
true.
God.
Oh, boo.
Did you Google
No,
it?
it's not. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. You said that as if you guys had guessed true, and I was trying to. I'm so happy you got that wrong, okay? I'm sorry.
Oh my good
I'm
night.
sorry, Heather. Just because I had to Google it. So I knew the answer.
I thought there was no Googling.
I Googled as well. The shark was improperly sedated.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, literally. He has a very, very tiny, minuscule little IMBD for Jose Marco that he was the diver in the opening scene. And did you know, fun fact trivia on IMBD, he was mauled to death during the production of Shark in 1969 by a shark that was improperly sedated.
That is an absolutely terrible way to die.
I went to IMDb and I looked up the movie Shark, and then I went to its trivia section, and it's in there too. So
If
that's
you
how I
guys
found
are
out.
going to Google our questions, then you can't say a word or do facial features or anything that might
for
sway
sure.
us. You have to behave.
I would never misbehave, Cindy.
Uh-huh.
I believe it.
You shouldn't.
I would never misbehave, Heather.
Yeah, okay. Florence Lawrence, born 1886, died 1938. Lawrence was a star of the silver screen from the age of 4 and went on to star in some of the greatest movies of all time. During the filming of her last project, she met her untimely end. While climbing a tree on set, the fake tree collapsed, falling on top of her. Unable to breathe, Lawrence suffocated to death. I'm leaning false again.
Yeah, me too. And might I just add, her parents did not like her very much. Who names their kid Florence Lawrence? Come on.
It could have been a stage name. But that's
that's
a terrible
fair.
stage name.
It is.
Her name's going to be Julia Guglia?
Yes. Oh my God. I feel like if she was climbing a tree, there would be people around, and I feel like it would take you a while to suffocate to death under a tree prop, if you fell from it or whatever.
On the other hand, it was 1938, and I just think they kind of went fast and loose with people's lives for the sake of movies back then, it seems like.
True.
All right, well, I'm still leaning false. You want to stick with false?
Yeah, I'm going false. Right.
It is false. Woo!
We have a point.
We have a point. All right. Card number 3 for Heather and Cindy. Jesse Owens. But I said that because I actually know who that is.
Great. Do you know how he died, though?
I do not know how he died. I might find out in a minute, or I might find out how he didn't die. Let's see. Born 1913, died 1980. As a 4-time gold medal winner at the 1936 Berlin Olympics, Owens was a seriously fast man in running shoes. It was strange that he was killed by something so slow. While attending a county fair, he was knocked down and squashed by a slow-moving steamroller. This has false written all over it. False, 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 false.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Austin Powers?
Yes. No.
Oh my! That's what I picture. I'm like, he could have walked. He didn't even have to Jesse Owens run fast to get out of that scenario.
Yeah, it's false as can be.
It's false. It is false.
That's 2. I just want to point
That's
that
2.
Balls.
Do you guys want to just do 2 more for fun?
Yeah, let's just all do them.
All right. Let's all do them. Here we go. And you there at home, yell out the answers. Have fun. All right.
Right.
Ursula von Redlich. Born 1901, died 1931. Ursula von Redlich shot to fame playing Lola in the 1930s film noir classic Black Snake. But it was while on the set of her next movie, The Blue Danube, that she stubbed her toe. Is it Danube? I don't know. Ignoring the doctor's advice, she continued filming only for the toe to become infected, leading to sepsis and killing her 10 days later. It seems improbable.
It does seem improbable. Is it just take 10 days for a toe infection to kill you?
I mean, if it goes all the way up your leg and then, gets into your bloodstream and goes to your heart, That's suppose.
Quite the infection.
Yeah, just from stubbing a toe. Kat, what do you think?
I think I'm going to go with true because sepsis does move very quickly and needs to be caught early on.
All right. Ryan, what about you?
I was also leaning towards true.
Okay.
Because how long ago was it? When was it? What year?
1931, right?
1931.
I'm just saying, healthcare wasn't what it was like it is now. So, yeah, I feel like that could be true for that year.
Since Cindy and I already won this game, it doesn't even matter. I'll tell you, it is false. So we're still winning. That's 3 for us, basically.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, and one more.
Lighting this whole thing on fire.
I'm mad just because I look like an asshole now.
You look like an asshole. I'm the one that came on in the first place and was like, you're going down, guys. How do you think I look over here?
Also, it was weird that Cindy and I were both like, yep, we're going to lose. And here we are. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Richard Rodgers. Born 1902, died 1979. The composer of Oklahoma and The Sound of Music lived for the theater. In his later years, he loved nothing more than being backstage on Broadway. Ever enthralled by the bright lights of the stage, he fell to his death from the lighting gantry in the middle of a performance of Hairspray.
That's the way to go for Rodgers and Hammerstein. Just saying. Dying in a theater, like where you spent the majority of your life. I love all the Rodgers and Hammerstein.
I feel like you stacked all the false cards.
You know, I did not shuffle them very well. I just took them right out of the box. So, sorry.
The truth comes out. Ryan, did you hear that? We got cheated. We got cheated.
I did. I heard that.
All right, you know what? I'm going to go back in these cards and check this out. But before we do that, I'm leaning toward true on Richard Rodgers simply because there have been so many false ones. But maybe it's because I didn't shuffle them, so I don't know. Okay, you know what?
I think it's false.
Cindy, what do you think?
It is false.
Oh.
I was going to say false. I was going to say false.
Okay, hold on. Let me just check this out for a second. False, false, true, true, false, true, false, false. You know what? Actually, there's a pretty good mixtures of trues and falses here. So, suck it, you lost.
Unacceptable.
I'm just saying that you were the one that kind of like was like, hey, I think it's this, and then swaying her decision because you had already seen the answer. I think you cheated.
Oh my good night.
I think it's time to end the episode now.
On the bonus side, Heather finally won something.
I finally won.
That is true. You know what? Well done, Heather. And I didn't give you pity points, so you should be proud of yourself.
Come listen to our podcast, Politics Free Podcast, where you can see all this friendly sibling rivalry. You can't see it, but you can listen to it. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. Do all the things we like you to do. Please share. Share the podcast. Tell somebody about it this week. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button or the follow button, depending on your app, so that you don't miss a single episode. It's been super awesome. Cindy and Kat, thank you so much for doing this crossover episode with us. It was a wonderful time.
Thank you for having us on. It was super fun.
I loved it.
You know, beating your brother. It was great. Great fun.
I'm sorry I let you down, Kat.
We'll get him next time.
We should do a rematch. It's true. It's true.
That's right. There needs to be a rematch.
But until we do that, pleasant dreams.
Until we play again.